Hello, I'm Memphis, and today I'm making a video to talk about fursuit things, because that's what I do. I'm a fursuiter. And I figured I would make this video because I've already made the Omegle video, which you guys will probably link down there somewhere if I can figure that out. But anyway, so I just wanted to talk about sort of my suit, my Sona, all of that fun stuff, and then maybe talk about some things that I've personally learned over the year or so that I've been fursuiting. And so yeah, we'll start with that. So I'm Memphis, and my Sona is a jackaroo. It's like a kangaroo jackalope mix. So basically there's antelope, which you can see from my horns, and I generally have hooves, but they are in repair right now, but I didn't want to wait to get them back because I'm impatient. And also I think these look fine with my suit, except for the fact that they're not the same color, but we don't talk about that. A second part of me is I am part rabbit, as you can tell by the long floppy ears and the buff. And third part is a kangaroo. My feet paws are quite large. They're probably roughly this big, and in my character's design, I don't have a full suit yet, is a pouch. So kangaroo, oh, thank you, off-camera person. And these are my feet paws. Kind of ruining the magic here, but I don't care. They're pretty big floofy paws. And as far as my suit maker is Prince and Pupper. Well, most of my suit maker is Prince and Pupper. They made my head and my feet paws and my original hand paws that I had. And let me tell you, this is their second suit head, and they did a stellar job. Like, I cannot recommend them enough. They're really easy to work with, their prices are amazing, and they are so fast. It took roughly a month, maybe two, to get this head done, and it was kind of a rush thing because I'm a jerk, and I was like, hey, when's it going to be done, because I was super excited. So thankfully they just kind of bared with me, and we're fine with the whole thing. So, I mean, we're still best friends and whatnot, so that was fine. My legs, I have these big purple legs, which are currently tied up right now, so I'm not going to bother with those. But I made those personally, and I've got a funny story about those that I'll probably tell in another video. And these hand paws were made by Maoistaken on Instagram, and they are really lovely. They're really soft, and I really like them when I don't have my hooves. My hooves were made by Wild Gadget. I'll have to put their information down in the description because I don't know anything for them off the top of my head. And so yeah, that's who made my suit and whatnot and how I got it. And so that's the story of that. And basically how I came up with my persona was I had an original head, which I no longer have. It's gone to my suit maker's sister, so it's still near to me, but I personally don't have it anymore. And his name was Kipcha, and he started out as a wolf. I decided that I didn't just want to have a wolf Sona because that's cliche, everybody has one of those, and I'm original. I'm just kidding. Nothing's original. But so I decided, hey, let's make it something interesting. And when I had his tail made, it was a big kangaroo tail. I was like, okay, so I've got this. What else can I add to it? So the big roo feet came, and then he had some antlers. I'm not really sure where I got the rabbit out of that when I first made him, but then I saw this head, not this head, but a head, on Furby, and I will probably put a picture in now. And that head I fell absolutely in love with because I was still really new to the, and don't get me wrong, it was a nice head, especially for what I paid for it. And I fell absolutely in love with it, and I bid on it. Anyway, that head was a rabbit, just a standard, generic rabbit. And I mean, I loved that thing to bits. And this brings me to the story of my name. Is the head that I had gotten. There was some bad weather going on down in like the south when I had ordered it, so there were a lot of delays with the shipping. And then he got stuck in Memphis, Tennessee for roughly 2 weeks, and I was really upset. I was like, what if he's broken or whatever. But fortunately, a couple just out of the blue showed up one day in a different box than what he had been shipped in, which was unfortunate because the person had drawn some really cute art on the box, but I got that. But they had basically demolished the box in shipping, which was really unfortunate and kind of disappointing, but whatever. So I finally got it. I was so excited. Took him to Furlandia 2016, had a ton of fun in that, met some really amazing people, and then about 3 months ago, I went to go hang out with my suit maker, Buttons, Prince and Pupper, whatever. We went in the snow and hung out and went suiting, and then we kind of like, things happened, and suddenly my suit had no fur on it. It was just foam, essentially. So we had decided, hey, let's refurbish him. Well, little did we know he was going to need a lot more than just some new fur and whatnot. So essentially he's an entirely new head, and I absolutely love him. But since refurbishing him, he's gotten not antlers, hooves, horns. He's gotten the horns and teeth. He didn't have teeth before. He's got a removable tongue that's a strawberry. It's really adorable. And he's gotten his freckles, and his face now matches all of the art that I've done and all of that stuff. So he's had some, and I've always wanted a grump suit, so he's sort of a dream suit now, and I really love him, hence why I've decided to do the whole YouTube thing. And so that's the story of how I got this suit head. And yes, I did pay to have him refurbished, but you know, it's a lot of personal things. And so yeah, that's the whole story of Memphis and how he happened and why he looks like he does.